Hello, my name is Paul Castle. It's the 1st of March 2022 and I've decided to start sharing my experience with other people, my business experience. Well, as you can see, I'm not a young man, and I've had lots of things that have happened to me as an accountant in practice, some of which are valuable lessons to learn. And one of them was way back in 2004. I signed an agreement with a business partner, which I regretted because it gave my ex-business partner the right to take back all of the clients that he'd sold me. And the way he'd done that is it sounded like a really good contract, but unfortunately there was a seriously dodgy, highly legalistic clause in the contract which enabled him to take back the clients with impunity. Yeah, and this is when I learned this term called caveat emptor. I'd heard of it before, I knew about it in contract law, but I found out in practice what it really means, which is it's just a fancy way of saying let the buyer beware. I wasn't acting appropriate at the time. Now, when I think back, many of the decisions I've made based upon my gut, and most of them have been very good ones. Like, for example, the lady I chose to be my wife, who is still with me, and we recently celebrated our 44th wedding anniversary, and the house we chose to live in, which we're still in now, 39 years later, and the two lovely children that we had. We chose to have them when we chose to have them, and they've turned out to be lovely kids, which we love, and we've got grandchildren now as well. So all of those decisions were based upon my gut instinct, and my gut didn't let me down. However, sharing an office with somebody for 12 years who I thought was almost like a father figure, who I loved as a father figure, unfortunately, my gut instinct let me down in that situation. Because I trusted him, I signed the contract only to discover he was a rogue, and there's no other way of putting it. It took me 8 years to unravel this legal mess that I found myself in, and although I didn't win the case, I in fact lost, and it cost me a lot of money. I did come out of it all without any regrets, because I learnt some very interesting life lessons, some of which I'll share with you in other videos that I produce. I think the most important one I learned is that when you're in business, you should not just trust your gut. You need to be more scientific than that. And it seems strange that as an accountant, I wasn't more scientific, but I wasn't in that particular situation because I allowed the relationship I had or thought I had, to cloud my judgment. And so I'll explain to you in other videos how that happened. So thank you for listening.